What I teach is sometimes controversial. There are many people who believe that every feral cat should be TNR'd, that's trapped, neutered, and returned. But unfortunately, that's not always possible. I started my socialization journey with a cat named Molly. She was trapped at a Starbucks drive-thru and couldn't be returned there. It was just too dangerous because she'd inevitably get run over. I also know someone who was feeding a colony at a construction site. And once they started putting up the buildings, she was scrambling to try to relocate every single one of them. Being in the city, you don't really have a lot of contacts of people who have barns and will take in a barn cat. And most sanctuaries for feral cats are full. Also, my own Earl Grey, who I adopted before I started rescuing, came from a colony and wasn't really socialized. In fact, he was the little poster boy, the mascot of the Mayor's Alliance Feral Cat Initiative. He was living in a junkyard with a colony and for the most part was pretty safe there. Until the day that some people started cooking up meth in a van, blew up the van, and started a big fire in the junkyard. Unfortunately, only 3 of the cats in that colony survived. And that colony caretaker knew at that point she had to get all 3 of them out of there. Other times, a cat has a broken leg, or is sick, or blind, or whatever the reason may be that's medical. There's so many situations where the cat just can't be put back outside. And so it's nice to have an option to be able to socialize them and get them adoptable and put into loving homes. Otherwise, as rescues, we'll just end up with so many cats who clog up the system and prevent us from being able to rescue more. There are times when I've decided to socialize a healthy cat and get him or her adopted instead of putting the cat back outside. But that's a personal choice. I'm usually the one fostering the cat in my own home and covering the expenses of supplies as well as routine checkups for the cat. All I ask is that we are honest with ourselves. I know we can't always do it, but if we put a cat back outside, just be honest with ourselves that it's because of capacity limitations, resource limitations, or other reasons, but not to say that the cat can't be socialized because the cat is too old or the cat is too feral, because it is possible. And that's fine. I completely understand that there are situations, many situations, where capacity and resources just don't make it possible.